Hey there, folks. It's me, Chris, with Gig Man's Life. Yeah, baby, it's a Gig Man's Life indeed. And I gotta get this done. Get this video on its way. I have spent way too much time to get anywhere with this. Of course, I will go and say, as the thumbnail is asking, can this kill DoorDash? Is this going to kill the gig app delivery service industry with people like DoorDash Girl and Extra Spice, who both are looking at close to and over a decade of jail time for what they've done. Mainly where we have DoorDash Girl with the illegal surveillance and dissemination of the surveillance instead of possibly calling the cops at the time. Her priority was to whip out her phone and record the situation so that she can post it on TikTok because, as she said, I didn't understand the procedure of DoorDash in this moment. That's some of the stuff that people are quoting her. And she was, like Bruce Rivers said, stupid enough to self-snitch on herself about the situation. Her best bet is to plead guilty or plead out to a lesser extent and save the court's time. She can cry about it all she wants, but she's not the victim on a factor that would have easily been resolved if she just called the cops then and got a welfare check on them and not go and record. Maybe have a body cam, because now this is the prime example of why I say that if you're delivering, you should have a body cam so that, one, what you're doing is recorded, but two, that you don't have to go and choose whether recording or calling the cops is an option. You should be calling the cops. And that's where it's, hey, why aren't you training people and quantifying so that you don't have that moment of going and telling people,
don't get drunk before firing heavy machine guns.
Yeah, I know that's an over-exaggeration, but it is the factor of saying, hey, look, why are you doing it? Why aren't you making sure that these people are trained? And, you got, I don't know what the hell this is, but this is, proof that they're not being too concerned about their image. But also, let's go to this guy who didn't make sure that the food was properly packaged before leaving, and it spilled out while he was delivering it, and decided to just throw it right back into the container. If you watch the rest of the video, he walks away licking his fingers clean, and meaning that basically he's contaminated that food, but doesn't own up to it and doesn't get concerned about other people's health, and leaves it there. And this, of course, is Extra Spice Girl. Yes, Cayenne, the blue phenom that decided, hey, I saw a spider. I'm going to spray something onto the or near the food where there's a spider there. And looking at how it was packaged, I wouldn't have worried if there was a spider out, especially at midnight at 30-degree weather. Nah, there wasn't a spider unless there was something else in that hair dye that is making the brain go a little funky, But, when you're having other people getting frustrated and people doing other strange things like eating the food order in front of the customer. Yeah, that is a brilliant thing to go and be showing people, because it's 30 to 40% upcharge for the service. You have to go and think, are people going to get tired of this? I want to go and thank Jeremy from the Quartering going and bringing up that one, that 30 to 40%, but also the factor of saying, this is what is going to hurt us out there doing the hustle is bad optics. And it's going to be questioning. And the best thing, instead of being reactive and them hoping that they can get their drone army out here to start doing the deliveries, maybe going like this and saying, yes, we have seen the issues that we are currently seeing, and we are going and starting to do training of our drivers to make sure that they understand what is expected of them and take reports very seriously. Because, and that's why I will tell you, if they do that, then you also are going to have to think about getting a body cam to make sure that people see you have evidence to prove your end of the story without having to whip a phone out. Especially because the body cam, it's not going to be that easy for you to go and just take the footage and send it to a person or post it on TikTok. And that's the reason why I suggest it. Then going and having a phone and recording it. So also that you have the ability to call the police. And that would really have saved DoorDash girl from all this legal hassle if she just went and said, I'm going to call the police now. Because I don't know, this guy might need a welfare check. We wouldn't be talking about this now. I wouldn't have gotten my pages going. I do have to thank her for being this stupid, because this is what really got me to go and start talking about this from my angle. And I've been talking about it, about things that would be helpful. And then I saw people that are out here telling people to go off book on rideshare. And I have to find those videos again, because, this is a crime that people don't understand of theft of service. I've talked about this on one of the videos, is don't be a thief, because it's not a good thing, especially because it can backfire quite quickly. Because once you go off book, once you shut down that GPS tracker and everything else, anything goes. You can hope for a safe and prosperous trip, or shit happens and nobody is going to do anything for you. And with that, I got to get on to my hustle, and here you go. And thank you for watching. Please hit like, share, and subscribe. Make a comment or two on YouTube or on Rumble, and follow. And that's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Rumble, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, happy day on YouTube. It just helps out these channels to grow and to communicate with others about what is going to affect us out here in gig land. And, it's just one of those moments of just saying, hey, folks, thank you very much, and I appreciate everything. You have yourself a great day.